Right, and we're back on Final Fantasy 16. Yes, we just basically things went to pot. We did the intro and we did a flashback sequence, saw where we got up to, why things went the way they did, and basically, you know, your brother was kind of a phoenix icon, I think is the correct pronunciation, and then you seem to have been killed by the Ifrit icon, spelled E-I-K-O-N, I think it is, which I think is us basically. You know, it wasn't. It was a bit. It was quite clear that it was someone, and it was we were the likely candidate. But although we did at one point seem to have an out-of-body experience as if we weren't it, and we were in the eyes of the dog, which is your basically equivalent of Ghost in Game of Thrones. This game seems to be heavily based on, or at least inspired by well, not based on, but inspired by Game of Thrones, by the way. So anyway, so we've come back to the future where everything is kind of, you know, in the past things were kind of relatively stable. Things were going on, but there was warring factions and things, but they weren't at war. But now everything is basically gone to pot. Everyone's at war. There's things going right everywhere, you know. So anyway, that's what we're up to. And we've so let's see what's to go. So we got can we go backwards? No. Okay. Always check backwards. I always say always check backwards. Now I've got some skills we could potentially learn. We did look at it briefly before. So we can learn and improve skills. Basically, it's a bit like Diablo in a way. You know, that kind of way you can learn skills and you can improve them. I don't understand this one because we've got an attack that does that, which is one of this up here. Which one is it? This one? No, not that one. This one. To close the gap between a target. I don't understand why we'd go for this. And we've got that. Don't get it. Don't get that. Unless maybe there's a cooldown that one. I don't know. Not sure. But there's probably a reason, I imagine. That seems to be quite good. You can jump and slice down on people. There's a couple of good ones here. But I don't know whether we should get them or not. I think maybe what I'll do is I'll just keep up with... Well, I don't know. Have we got anything too special? So we could get that one, master that one. Is it worth mastering the ones we've got? I don't know. I'm going to leave it for a bit. We've got this one. What's this? Heat wave. So when a projectile dispelling wall of liquid flame for launches several deadly shockwaves. To force the wave force is applied upon dispelling magic. It's good against anti-magic, that one. We've got this one here. Flames of Rebirth. So it is actually Phoenix, that, which is interesting. Alright, well, I'll tell you what, let's just continue on for the moment. I think... Alright, we can mess that one. Yeah, let's just keep going for the moment. We'll see what happens. Now, I don't like the way there's no mini-map. I really hate that, actually, because you just can't easily get your bearings. Am I going the right way now? I think I am. But yeah, I really don't like the way there's no mini-map. I hope one's introduced at some point. It's the one annoying thing of the game so far. It's that lack of mini-map. You just can't get your bearings at all. It's very easy to just lose where you have and haven't been. Especially when there's a cutscene and it changes the angle. You had it like you thought, you know, I want to go this direction, and then all of a sudden you don't know what that direction was. Maybe it's to try and stop you knowing, you know, what's around the corner is easy, but...
All the old trails are gone. It'll be hell finding a way out.
Do you think a retreating army and their dominant will fare any better?
Look at that. Lots of dead people down there. Ice crystals from Shiva, presumably. I'm actually going to come face to face with one of these, or both of them in a minute. Yeah, the ice crackling, which I quite like. Strength tonic. Okay. It's certainly done a lot of damage. Don't know if it's Shiva or the other one that's done it, the Titan. Is a Titan basically their... Well, I don't know, I was going to say, is it their dominant that's just grown dead big? Could be. Well, this bit's a bit uneventful, isn't it? I mean, I guess we're just seeing what's happened, aren't we? We're just, you know... Anything down here? We can actually go up here. There's nothing there. Alright. Item there, though. You have a very small supply of items. That's something I would like to increase. Tonics of... I mean, the regular potions already seem to be out of date. You know, you've got too much hit points for them to be useful. Usually in the Final Fantasy games, you know, for some time potions are all you need. But already we've got too many hit points for potions. So, don't know.
Did you hear that?
Been on a pet project of mine. Though she's not above biting the hand that
Was that the
feeds her.
girl from the start? I forgot what she's called, but...
So, Titan
Yes.
has knocked the fight out of our Iron Blood friends. Where are the rest of them? That can't be the main host.
Wait. Our fortunes have turned, Sergeant. It's her.
He's already gone.
Are you certain?
The crystalline orthodox is a backwards faith
Hmm.
for a backwards people. In the Iron Kingdom, they teach that dominants are unclean aberrations, born of blackest sin.
Hmm.
Only their priests are allowed to perform the rites of priming, and I see many.
These Iron Fort. They're the guys from that we were going to have to fight with at the start. Trying to remember the controls now. It has been a... But there's a girl from the start. Clearly her, isn't it? I mean, it's clearly her. Rah! It's funny how they don't chop anyone's heads off like before. So she was the one that summoned Shiva then? Or she is Shiva, maybe? Hmm.
Let this be the end.
Avis, care to kill some Iron Blood?
Gladly.
White, you focus on the target. Understood.
Alright. Yep, I needed to dodge that. I forgot what the dodge button was. I am not good at dodging. I feel like this might be a fight we're not meant to win. Nope, got the dodge. It's very hard to dodge, I tell you. Oh, we got it. Just sat in there. What?
Sergeant!
Stop gawping and move!
Fucking icons. Icon? She's not even fully primed.
Hitting from a distance. Hmm. Just keep hitting it from a distance, all I can do. Oop. Can't do my attack though for some reason.
I will not have their blood on my hands. Leave me be.
Nope. Nope. Okay. Oh, Shiva's dominant. Yes, actually, I didn't realise that, but she actually is called that. What happened there? Made a noise like the guy at The Simpsons then.
Last.
Alright, Shiva defeated. Okay. Alright. Alright. Well, there we go. Not bad. And we did. Frozen 2. Oh. And as she fought, she shed tears of ice. It shattered on the bloodstained earth below. The Dalmatian soldiers' account of the Battle of Nisa, year of the realm 873, used in crafting. So got all these stuffs. Steel silk, a material rare case in which hyperbole has played no role in the item's nomenclature. Steel silk is every bit as strong as steel, yet soft as silk, making it popular choice for tailors tasked with creating durable armor that does not hinder movement. Got some crafting stuff. We're not done crafting yet. Right. I'm sure that's the girl from the start. Surely you must recognise her.
Is she dead?
It looks like her anyway, doesn't it? It's
think so.
too similar.
What are you waiting for?
Yeah. Of course it's her. I mean, it was so obvious, wasn't it? I mean, you know, really.
No, that's not you. Not here. I'll bloody do it then.
Oh, goodness. That's him gone. That the dominance, is it?
Fuck.
Okay. Yeah, we did survive that.
We've got company, Wyvern. What the hell are you doing? Get your ass over here and help me with these bastards.
I mean, how he... Jill. How he didn't know it was her when we... You know, first as I saw her, it was clearly her, wasn't it? Alright, Jill. I like the way they've kind of got relatively normal names. It's not quite understood.
What's wrong with you, Wyvern?
Dominant. I know her. Know her.
Look around you. Do you think any of these animals care? I need you here.
Okay. Just mashing the buttons really for the moment, for the most part. We're not really. You can switch between targets quite easily.
Won't ask you again, Wyvern. Take her head so we can be done with this.
I can't. I won't. You
would betray the Holy Empire?
Betray? I don't recall ever pledging allegiance to your emperor. My service may have been bought with this brand, but not my loyalty. I just fight to survive.
Gotta fight him now.
And you think I don't? The Empire will have our heads if we return empty-handed. So if you won't take hers, I'll have to take yours.
I told you, Sergeant. I'm not dying here today. And neither is she. Let's find out.
Iconic punishments, whatever that means. I need to know where.
Ivan! Have you forgotten who plucked you from the front lines? Who trained you? Who gave you a name when you had none?
You speak as if we don't bear the same brand, son. I've always had a name, and I've not forgotten it.
Still clinging to the past like a torn blanket.
Then you will die, as you should have 13 years ago. Too slow.
Okay, we staggered him again.
For nothing. No one. And I will not fall by your hand. Traitor's blade.
We got him. Tiamat. Yeah, there's another summon from early Final Fantasy, so have a look, okay. Let's see what's Dungeons and Dragons, isn't it? But I'm sure it was a summon from. Was it a summon from other Final Fantasies? I feel like it probably was, but who knows? Everything's increased by 2 again. Oh, hang on. Vitality increased by 3 this time, and so did defense. Hit points by 50. Right, we're right. More materials. To most, this nondescript lump of rough-hewn stone is but a nuisance upon which to stub one's toe. To the blacksmith, however, speak properly, it is much, much more, for the metal contained within may be fashioned into an inexpensive yet durable gear fed by warriors across the realm. We got meteorite, which is green, so she looks a bit better. Just as drops of molten iron fall from the smith's oven to the floor to cool, so too do they fall from the celestial foundry where the gods forge their divine instruments of war. So it is believed. We call these otherworldly outcastings meteorites. Right. Right. Okay. That's quite grand, but okay, we turned against him quite quickly, didn't we, really? Okay. Oh, something's going to happen. To stop all these people, presumably. And that's what it was. What is, I don't know. Another dominance, a lightning one. The Ramu or Questcode or something like that from the Final Fantasy series. They're the usual lightning ones. But we'll see. This is that guy, the big one from before. Oh, there's our dog. Clearly from the start. I don't recognise this guy. Sid. There's always a Sid in Final Fantasy.
Well, come on then.
It's that guy's voice. He's in every game, that guy, isn't he? That guy's deep voice. At least Sid actually fits in with the game here.
Fuck.
Most games, Sid's name's just so much just not in keeping with the rest of the game. But this one, it actually works. The first time ever, I think. I assume not, so it might not be our dog, but it probably will be, won't it? Coincidences. Oh, there's that lady. Is that your mum? Just too young to be your mum, surely. The 13 years.
My proud desert lion. Would that you had taken care when chasing the hare? I expected more from the mighty titan. You put the Ice Queen on her back. No doubt.
Hmm?
But you'll have to work harder if you're to claim this prize.
My lady, the thunder.
We'll be hearing more soon enough. You always were fucking snakes, Sid.
Alright.
Gather the men. We have work to do.
She's basically Cersei, isn't she? Or she's meant to be, or someone along those lines anyway. Yeah, dear. Okay, alright. Well, of course she is. I mean, she was married to the equivalent of Ned Stark, wasn't she? If that is her anyway. I assume it is. It looks too similar to not be her, doesn't it?
Jill. Is it really you?
What was the dog called? Tolvar or something, was it called?
And who's this fine hound I see before me?
A fine hound who saved your life. That's who.
Torgal.
Hey,
Torgal, yes.
His name is Torgal.
you two acquainted? Well then, you won't mind taking him off my hands.
Just giving away just like that.
Funny. I'd always pictured you as more the Chocobo type. Clive Rosfield. Come now. Fleet as flame, fierce as a wildfire. That there was the blessing of the Phoenix. I'd heard rumours that you'd survived, but I never paid them much heed. Calm down. I didn't come all this way for your handsome mug. Now her, on the other hand, she seemed worth muddying my boots for.
Don't know who he is. He's just letting her walk up to her. You know, could just be about to kill her. Although he did save us, I guess.
None the worse for wear. Still, might be best to get a second opinion. Back her up.
Pack her up.
Not another step. I mean it.
Well, I'm not about to leave her here. Not one with a warm bed waiting. It's all right.
We've got Hodor as well now, haven't we? Goodness me. He's just literally just lifted
Join us. You do want to help her, don't you?
Game of Thrones, so it's just ridiculous, isn't it?
Sid, if we aren't back soon, Nan'll have our heads.
Goodness me. Alright, well,
I'll explain everything once we're back at the hideaway. Come on.
spot all the Game of Thrones similarities. Just ridiculous. If you've got like a... It's quite ridiculous, isn't it? They've just been so blatant about it. But fair enough, I mean, fair enough. It was popular when this probably started production, so... And you have put a tint of Final Fantasy on it with all the summons and things. Right, the world map, so we can see where we were before. Now, what I don't like, can we go to other places? Just don't like the way I can't access the menu on this map. No, I can't access anything. You know what I mean? Why can't I access the menu? Surely here, of all places, I should be able to... I can at least tilt the map now. I couldn't do that before. But why can't... It's very strange, this game. Why can't I access the menu here? You know, why can't I do that? Why can't I see a minimap during the game? I mean, this of all places should be where now you can say, right, I'm going to spend my ability points. I'm going to look at where I am, take stock. It's very strange, this. It seems very weird. Those are the crystal things we talked about before, wasn't it? I think where you're trying to battle for those. I think that's where we started from. We wanted that one. I think that's where we were at the start. Maybe it wasn't. You can see those shard things there. I think they're the things where you get the icons from, whatever they're called, eidolons or whatever. Big hole in the floor there. Interesting. What that's about. I thought this was where we started here, but there's a thing there now, so I don't know. Unless we were trying to fight for that, but I don't know. Well, I can't go to any of those. I can only go there. The hideaway. Right. Central Storm Deadlands. The withered remnants of a once verdant valley long consumed by the blight. One would have to be either extremely foolish or extremely desperate, or an extremely desperate fool to make the wasteland their home. Yet, that's what they've done. Look at that, it's chained off as well. What's this chain about? Is that just marking borders? But then why is this border like that? Alright, well, let's go. I said, I don't like the way I can't do anything between bits on the map. It's very strange. Central Storm. Storm's the constant, I believe. The Deadlands. You can't even look at the codex type thing when you're in the map screen. It's the perfect place to do it. So you know what's going on, you know what I mean?
The blight sucked this place dry. Meaning no trees, no birds, and no magic. But it also means no neighbours.
The last place anyone would think to look.
There's a home and away joke there, but I didn't make it. Sand. Not really sure he needed to do that. But he did.
Home sweet home.
Alright. Well, it's certainly not... It's not afraid of killing people, is it, this game? People are dying quite frequently. Not necessarily main characters, but certainly ones you might think might not die so easily. Interesting. Central Storm. Bit grand for somewhere in the middle of nowhere. Oh, like a Moogle.
This place. These are fallen ruins.
Well, we didn't think they'd mind. And it keeps the black from our lungs.
But how do you survive without magic?
How does anyone? Hard work and a bit of nous. You must be starving.
There's apples
You grow
again.
them here, believe it or not. Suit yourself.
You're back.
Ah, Talia.
And this is the dominant.
Out cold since we found her. I was hoping you might give her a look over.
All right. Goots, get her upstairs.
But none will...
Don't fret about Karen. I've taken care of her fee.
All of it?
She's the best healer this side of the belt. You've nothing to worry about. Go on, have a look around. I'll be in my solar.
Alright. I'm just wondering when some character like Tyrion will appear, you know what I mean? If it is like a dwarf that appears in it, you know. Alright. Pressing thing opens the detail map area. Oh, I got a detail map area. Missionary destinations are marked with a thingy bob, okay. We do have a local map. Why is it just not on the screen? Why is there not a mini map? Why is there not a mini map? Alright, so we got all this stuff. We got something. Sid's hideaway. Have a little read. A refuge hidden in the blighted lands of Central Storm. on which Sid operates his secretive community of freed bearers. While survival in the Deadlands is widely considered impossible, a combination of near-indestructible fallen ruins and considerable ingenuity have led to the establishment of a safe haven where those who rally to the leader's cause are only just about able to eke out an albeit meagre existence. Right. Sidolphus Telemon. Okay, Sidolphus. The one time where Sid actually would work, they've made it sound like it should have done in every other Final Fantasy game he's been in where his name didn't work. You've got a guy called Clive and a woman called Jill in it, and, concerned by a battalion of Iron Kingdom Crusaders in the depths of the Nisa Defile, Clive thought his end was nigh until Sid appeared and spirited him and Jill away to a secret hideaway in the Deadlands. Taha, she's got a blue dot next to her, I don't know what that means. New, maybe. Taha, resident Physica, maybe, of Sid's hideaway. Taha is an expert in all manner of medicines and medical inventions, skills that are indispensable in their Deadland home, where they cannot call on healing magics. After Sid brings an unconscious Jill back to hideaway for his expedition to the Nisa Defile, she's placed into Taha's care. Fallen, an ancient yet highly advanced civilization who relics can be found across the length and breadth of Viliftia. The material from which these relics are constructed is far sturdier than steel and cannot be worked by modern methods, so the people of the modern day have elected to build inside and around them instead. Alright. Okay, the Deadlands. Barren wastes bereft of Aether, where no life stirs and magic is all but unusable. Here both earth and water are stained black, preventing any seed from quickening. Or growing, as others might say. In recent years, the blight has spread ever more widely, displacing whole nations before it, driving once peaceful fauna to violent desperation, and leaving silent devastation in its wake. Alright, so let's see what we've got gear-wise. I don't think we've got any new things, did we? Nope. Nothing new. Don't want to equip those necessarily. Alright, so we've got abilities. So we've got 400 points. Worth improving some of these. Finish shift. I don't know what mastering it would do. Oh, you're shifting, you can do attacks. Okay. Go fire. Precision dodge, evade. Do counter attacks as well if you get it right. That sounds quite good. I think if you master it, that could be pretty good. I think you probably want to save up for the big ones now. Taunt. I'm not too fussed about taunt, really. Alright, we'll leave it for the moment because I don't really know what I do and don't want, really. Alright, God, why is there no mini-map? This is really awful, there's no mini-map. I can't believe there's no mini-map. I really can't believe that. It's so frustrating. I've got to keep doing this every time. Check I'm going the right way.
There's a good girl. Hungry, are you?
Chocobos?
Sid says we shouldn't travel alone. That the Deadlands here are unforgiving. Still, needs must.
Can I leave? Well, I could technically, but I'm not going to. Alright. Chocobos, nice. Alright, so clearly left is the way to go, I guess. So it's a bit of a big area, this, isn't it? We're just going to wander around. Who is the dog? Torval, whatever he's called?
Hungry, are you? Might have some around here.
Cantankerous crone. Oh, that's old. Blacksmith. So we have got some stuff that is potentially used at the blacksmiths. Alright. I can't use them yet. It's a real oversight that there's no mini-map. I know I keep talking about it, but it's really a pain because I just have to keep...
Another newcomer. You mind the rules round here, or our next chat will be through the bars.
Hmm? The faucets.
The wash and that'll hold. For now, I suppose.
You need to speak with Blackthorn.
Platform, probably the blacksmith. There's 2 ways up there. The infirmary can't go. We'll go this way. See what happens. Mix that with some chicken. These round circles. Apple tree, not bad. Botanist.
Sid once told me, the blight doesn't kill the land, it only makes her forget who she once was. She'll eventually remember her purpose. All she needs is a little reminding.
Okay. Very poetic. Crate there, we'll probably go for that at some point. Alright. Not a crate, but you know what I mean. Pick any apples? No. The apples aren't so much. Look at that. There's the Moogle picking apples. Got an apple on his head as well. If that's just a not an Easter egg, but you know. Well, I guess an Easter egg maybe.
Your brand. Lady Tyre might be able to see to that. You may have been born a slave, but you're a free man now.
It's kind of a cross between a lot of fantasy novels. There's bits of Wheel of Time in there with the blight and stuff.
You went without?
There's Attack on Titan with the Titan, presumed just a slight thing. Then the branding things, it's like, what's his name? Not Kaladin, is it Kaladin? Can't remember which one it is now. The one from Storm Suffer. It's called now Storm. The Brandon Sanderson novel, Stormlight. Is it Kaladin or is it the one? I can't remember now. They both got to do with K.
Leave me be.
Not until you've had your medicine.
You can see we can get through there. But not yet. Yeah, it's Kaladin, isn't it? I can't remember what the other one's called in the Mistborn ones. But it's... Alright, well, we've been through all that. The infirmary's above, so we'll... do I go that way? The Fat Chocobo.
You reckon he's a soldier then?
Be surprised if he wasn't. The smell of war is thick about him.
Talking about me? They've got the brands as well. The Fat Chocobo. Your jump is pretty useless. You just can't really jump on anything.
When he's not out chasing rumours, Sid's up there in that hole of his, brooding and scheming.
Lay off the man. He's got plenty to brood about.
Spoony Bard.
When lightning struck, his yoke did break, his life his own again. With thunder's roll, he knew his fate and would fight it to the end.
Edward from Final Fantasy 4, is it?
What do you think? I woke this morn inspired.
Well done.
When lightning struck, his yoke did break, his life his own.
Okay, let's go this way. Dead end this way.
If you can read, don't let Otto know. We'll put you to work on the ledgers too.
What's that guy called? Lank Locked Bearer. Strange, not sure what that means, but...
Most concerning.
What is? We can't ask him. Okay. Wizened man, or wizened. Alright. Okay, it's also a few key people, but the people you do talk to don't really tend to tell you that much. Alright, so there's a way up here apparently. We'll try and go past it to the infirmary, just so we can... Hopefully it won't go into a cutscene.
I've spent the whole morning on these steps.
Not the guy we just killed. Tiamat. Let's go this way, see what the infirmary's about. We'll probably end up there in a minute. That's where I think he'll be, isn't it? I can't go in. That way you can kind of see in. I don't know why, it just makes it a bit better that way. You can still see it's like an accessible area. Alright, let's just check down here. No items. Don't think there will be. But we may as well check. No. Alright, there we go. Okay.
No exposure will be needed.
Let's go in. The jump is so ineffective. Guess it's just for fights, isn't it? Anyway, let's see what happens. Sidolphus, whatever your name is. There he is, so he's got an L. A bit of Harry Potter in there as well.
On a pet project of mine, though she's not above biting the hand that feeds her.
Ooh.
Alright. I was hoping we might try and solve the mystery of poor Clive Rossfield. A bearer of the Sambrequois Imperial Army sent behind enemy lines. With orders to wait until it turned into a brawl, then slit the dominant's throat in the chaos.
I didn't know it was her. How could it be?
And so, to save her neck, you slit your sergeants, then set your sights on the hills. Conveniently forgetting how the Empire deals with deserters. Because with that on your chop, my friend, we both know you won't be getting far. You've fallen a long way, Lord Rossfield.
Or even in Stormlight, Kaladin was put in the army, wasn't he? When he was doing quite well for himself, then he got turfed into the army. So it's clearly based on that as well. This shows whoever wrote this story is into fantasy, but it's very much a mix of lots of the main fantasy novels at the moment.
Poor host.
What do you mean to do with her?
Basically, Kaladin in a Game of Thrones world.
Her life is her own now. If I wanted to use her, do you think I'd be talking to you? All I want to do is help. Dominants like her, branded like you. Of course, the realm doesn't approve, which is why we live in a cave. And it's also why we need help. From branded who know one end of a sword from the other. What say you, Clive? Will you join us?
No choice.
Sid,
Got the reflection there.
I trust that you'll do right by Jill. But until my brother is avenged, I must walk my own path.
Avenged?
My brother was murdered by a second dominant of fire.
Phoenix's evil twin. Oh, bugger me. Another rumour proven true.
I only stand here today because of Joshua. 13 years I've waited for this chance. I've slept in filth, drunk from a gutter, killed more men than I can count. You're right. The Empire will not suffer a deserter. This will be my best opportunity. My last.
Which is why you should join us.
I told you I'm not
Interested, I know. One of my scouts sent word there's a group of branded fugitives north of here, in the imperial village of Lostwing. Among them is one he believes to be a dominant of fire.
Is he certain?
What say we go and ask him?
We do have Phoenix skills for us, don't we? Not Ifrit, so maybe it wasn't us, but I just got the impression it was.
Mean I'm joining you.
Accompanying for a bit.
Let's make ready then.
Alright, well, we've got a mission.
You'll find everything you need down in the main hall, as well as a few things you don't. Have fun. It's downstairs. Try not to get lost.
That's right. His bed's there. Nice bed. Nice other bed. Alright. Feathers. Okay. We're going to have to smash through the door then. Alright, so unfortunately, visit the main hall. Where's the main hall? Alright, well, we've walked everywhere. I don't believe anywhere would have come out in use. Let's just run to go straight there.
Careful, you. I've spent the whole morning on
Just gonna jump down the stairs faster.
Think he'd have time for
And
a
how
meet
did you
with
like
old
this
Orbit
stew?
before scampering back to
I
his
haven't
solar,
had
but
one fish
no.
as sweet and tender since I was a maid.
Yeah, alright. There's the big guy. Hold up.
He's in. Oh no.
Goat was it? Perhaps you can help.
No goats.
Sid asked me to make ready for our mission. How does one go about that here?
Well, there's old Nan's place.
It's the Wizard of Crow, whatever it was.
You maybe want to see Blackthorn first.
A blacksmith. To the forge it is then.
Yes. Let's work out. Let's see what that's about.
Oh wait, no, hold up. You'll be needing this. Blackthorn won't take no notice of you otherwise. Might not anyway.
Hmm. Okay. Continental rum.
The forge is down the end. Just follow the sound of Blackthorn's hammer.
Alright, so things might have changed, unfortunately. Let's just go for it. Where's the dog? Yes.
A mug of Kenneth's coldest when we're done.
As tight as shit boulders.
I don't think much will have changed. Keep it the stores.
You're new. Let me share a word of warning. Keep your hands out of the stores, or I'll cut them off and crate them with the others. I'm only teasing. We feed the hands to the dogs.
Lovely, lovely. Thank you for that. Yes, things have changed, haven't they?
You gawping at, newcomer? Never seen a man work with his hands? Well, you best get used to it if you're thinking of staying.
Alright. So, unfortunately, we did have a bit of an explore and nothing's changed
Well,
now.
it is. Scout's found a pair of new bearers willing to join us.
More names for Otto's ledger.
Hmm. Curse breaker in training.
You another one of Sid's strays? What? We all are. Little uns, big uns, and everything in between. We're a damn sight better off here than out there in the world.
Hmm.
Sid once told me, the blight doesn't kill the land, it only makes her forget who she once was. She'll eventually remember her purpose. All she needs is a little reminding.
It's definitely going to play some part of it, isn't it? Clearly go through there at some point. Either an escape or we invaded through it.
These apples are all foul. Would you rather you went
Your brand. Lady Tyre might be able to see to that.
Hmm?
You may have been born. Leave me be.
Not until you've had your medicine.
Okay. Nothing too new then, but you know, just don't know, do you? Okay, wander about. People in there are activating the conversation, even though we can't. That's a Sid's soul out. Alright, so I don't think there's much else.
Careful, you.
Let's keep messing up his floor. Alright. Bard again. Okay, we heard that. Where's the jails? Alright, let's go talk to the thingy.
Does it look like there's room here for another bloody crate?
No, Lady Karen. I'm sorry, Lady Karen.
Croon.
Most of the world would leave hard work like this to bear it.
Here's a jail. Let's go down here, check this bit one last time.
Another newcomer.
Okay.
You mind the rules round here, or our next chat will be through the bars.
Okay. We've got just lots of English language, English dialects, haven't we? Not from specific places. You know, not all the same. Alright, Sturdy Smith, Blackthorn.
What if I am? I've no time for idle chatter.
I'm not here to talk. I'll be accompanying Sid to Lost Wing and I need you to see to my equipment.
You could be accompanying the goddess Krieger to our holy bedchamber for all I care.
Mm.
I'm not lifting a finger for you.
Why not?
So,
What's the point of you then? Continental rum. A noisome spirit, better suited to stripping oil from a painter's canvas than consumption. Grants so weight conscripts a few rare moments of sweet oblivion on their long, arduous sea journeys north from the continent. Let's give it that. We had to do it.
do you want that or not? I can take it back.
Damn you, Goots. All right. No need to be hasty. Let's have a look at you. I doubt that lot could stay a Moogle's fart. Bloody Imperials. They'd rather see their bearers dead than kitted out properly.
Don't know what that means. Stay him. Muggle's fart.
As a favour to Goot's mind.
Alright, the Black Hammer. Forging. The crafting of new gear as well as upgrading of existing gear can be done to a blacksmith as long as you have the recipe and proper materials. Select highlighted item from the list and hold X to craft or upgrade. So we've only got iron belts. Reinforced, so we can only do that. Iron filings 12. I don't remember ever picking those up. Alright, so have we got an iron belt? I can't remember. Let's craft.
And the belt sees a square.
Yeah.
You want anything else? You bring your own materials.
Oh, you made it for us.
Thank you.
Alright.
A word of advice. Don't let Sid decide what's best for you.
I'll try not to. Try not to. Alright, notices. When something has changed in the hideaway, a notice will appear in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. In addition to stock updates for Karen's Toll and new forge recipes for the Black Hammer, there are also notices for new quests, new missions, and many other things. A sort of golden circle icon will appear also in-game as well as the local map to indicate recent updates.
I suppose I should thank Goots.
Alright, so let's have a look at our equipment. Can I do that? Can I look at the equipment? Okay, yes. Alright, so that's the +1. Let's see what else he can do.
Make it quick.
Ask about platform, why not?
But I ain't the cook, am I?
Well, he's not going to say the rest of it. Okay, though if you, I'm not the cook, am I? Though if you tasted Kenneth's brown, I might as well be. Why did he not finish the sentence off?
Look.
He just says the first word. Okay. Sid needed a smith. I needed a smithy. Well, it's a marriage of convenience. Does not say anything. Doesn't hurt that the forge here of the hottest side of hell. Oh, that works about magic. I won't have no bearer suffering for me.
You got anything needs repairing?
Or retooling. You bring it here, along with your own materials. And any scrap stuff over I keep. Use the forge.
So will it be?
Alright, so we just need 3 more weirite for that. Yeah, we could do that one. What is it already now? Just 23. Plus 8, okay, so it gives us 8 more defense. I feel like we probably want to do the armor first. Alright, let's talk to Sharon. Or Karen. You're on. We've got to go back to Gets first, whatever it's called. In fact, let's have a look at the map first. Alright, there's nothing new.
The gift worked. You have my thanks.
Come on, nearly there.
What is this? That's it. Refugees. Oh, that's that lady. She's called Sonia or something. It's not quite Sonia. What's she's called?
You, flankers, quick as you like. All right, we make 'em comfortable while the bed's made up.
just gonna stand there? Someone fetch some water.
I'll get the bucket. You go and see if Otto needs out, eh?
Wait, me?
Mm.
What the hell have I got myself into?
Okay. Okay, it's with the man attending to the bearers. Do we still have anything else to do? Alright, let's do it. Curmudgeon, was that?
Who are they?
Huh? They're freed Imperial bearers. Who the hell are you? Shit, at this rate, he won't make it through the night.
Where's the healer woman gone then? She was there a second ago.
The infirmary. We need Tyre.
She literally was here a second, that Tara.
Shift your ass.
When she just wandered, just ignored it. We just saw her a second ago.
Was Ty the one looking after Jill?
Let's go Curmudgeon. Yes. Right. Okay, there's more people here.
Escape their masters in the Imperial capital. And by the look of those bruises, not a moment too soon.
You know, it doesn't matter where they came from, only that they're here now.
That's quite interesting. When he jumped up here, he kind of did climb up a bit, so that's alright. The cleaner's not here, he's on the other stairs. Okay. Oh, Tyre, she's just hanging around.
Your friend needs her rest. There'll be time for tearful reunions once she's recovered.
Okay.
I'm not here for Jill. You're wanted downstairs. There are injured bearers in need of attention.
Yep.
Well, why didn't you say so?
You did?
I did say so.
Goodness me. Alright. I mean, she saw them before. She literally walked past them and we came, unless it was someone else. Or maybe it was that other lady over there with the sword. Alright, maybe I confused them.
He's going to be all right. But I'll need to examine them both in the infirmary.
I've had the brands scraped off, haven't you, by the looks of it?
My work's just begun.
That defeats the point, I think, though. If you have it scraped off, I mean, it's still there, isn't it? You know, burnt off, whatever they've done. Well, I guess it's not there, so fair enough. Alright, so we've done that. Is it Sharon next, or Karen, or
Another fine
Sharon?
day at the hideaway.
Do many of the bearers who come here arrive in this state?
It's no easy thing, casting off your chains. By the time most pluck up the courage, they're already too far gone.
Hmm.
These two here are the lucky ones. The name's Otto. You need anything? You ask me.
Alright.
Well, Otto, I do need some supplies.
Do you now? Then Lady Karen over there will be more than happy to help you.
Just a
Right.
mini shop.
Oh, and thanks. Be seeing you.
Not likely. I won't be staying.
Is that right? Well, for as long as you are here, consider yourself welcome.
Yep.
You helped us today, and we won't forget it.
We didn't really do that much. Just went to get Sonia, whatever she's called. Literally just walked up some stairs. Alright, side quests a lot. Okay. Goodness me. Side quests. Keep an eye out for the green exclamation mark with the heads of certain NPCs indicates they have a side quest or a quest to offer. A list of current and completed quests can be viewed in a journal on the journal tab in the main menu. To-do list. After accepting a quest, the quest objectives will appear in the to-do list listed on the right side of the screen. Objectives with a red thing. Main scenario. Up to 3 side quests can be displayed simultaneously. Quest priority. Any quest can be prioritized on the journal tab on the main menu by highlighting it and pressing X. Objectives for prioritized quests will remain displayed on the to-do list until the quest is completed or another quest is given priority. Priorities for new quests can be removed by highlighting it and pressing X again. New hideaway features. The following hideaway features are now available. The 1,000 Tomes, an ever-growing compendium of all things Belisfay. The orchestration, a personal jukebox for songs collected throughout the game. And both located in Hideaway's Eatery. The Fat Chocobo can be found on the local map and open by pressing the middle thingy bob. Alright.
Who are these people?
Alright, side quest. Goodness me, we've got all sorts now. Alright. Side quest up there. Let's go to it. I might have known the botanist would have one. Just jumped on the chicken. You can terrorize the chickens.
Sid once told me the blight doesn't kill the land.
We've heard that so many times. Joffrey! Or Jeffrey. Joffrey. There's a Freudian slip.
Damn it. We'll be needing more wood. But if I step away to fetch any, this lot will be down around our ears.
Why is he not looking at us? Oh, he don't notice us.
Ah, you there. Perfect timing. I couldn't persuade you to fetch me some timber, could I?
Alright.
I'd be happy to.
Fetch quest.
Oh, thank you. You'll be helping me and the hideaway both. Takes a lot of work to keep this place standing. More than we can manage, if I'm honest.
I wonder if we didn't do it, would it have some consequences?
You can say that again. The fallen knew their craft, make no mistake, but not even their handiwork lasts forever. That's why the walls need shoring up. Can't have the vegetable patch crushed before our first harvest now, can we?
Right, fair enough.
No, I suppose not. Alright, where can I find this wood?
Ask over at the White Ads. They'll point you in the right direction. Thanks again. I really appreciate the help.
Quest accepted. Right, let's prioritise it. We'll do that in a minute. Let's just do this one.
I heard they escaped their masters in the Imperial capital.
Excuse me. The man working over by the garden sent me to fetch some wood.
That'll be Jeffrey, master carpenter. Luck would have it, we've just finished cutting the timber he's after.
Yep.
You take as much as you need from the stack.
Goodness me. Literally just helping, just doing odd jobs, aren't we?
We appreciate the assistance.
Yeah, we went up some stairs to fetch Tasha, what she's called, and we picking up some planks of wood. Hopefully have to take one at a time.
I better get this to Jeffrey, was it?
I quite like the way he's not really concerned about who they are. Alright. Pigeon jump. Oh, not pigeon, chicken jump. There you go, alright. Plants there growing, very good, very good. The weeds from my garden, but no man. Alright, here you are, Jeffrey. There's some wood.
Oh, you're back. Hope fetching that wood wasn't too much trouble.
Any sheep for it? Wood planks. Several lengths of weathered, slightly worm-eater wood, salvaged and replaned to perfection to use in hideaway repairs. Alright, there we go.
Will this be enough?
This will do nicely, thank you. With a bit of luck, the walls won't be falling in on us just yet.
That sounds ominous.
Oh, it's not as bad as all that. And it's a damn sight better than the alternative. We're safe, we're warm, and we're hidden. What more could we ask for? Now stop fretting and take this. You've earned it. Welcome to the fold.
Let's just give us some wood.
There's no need to...
That's not a matter of need, my friend. You're one of us now.
Alright. Nice guy. Some materials for crafting. Quest complete. Make, do, amend. Alright. Right, we've got some meteorite and a gillbug. Compared to popular belief, this small insect does not get its name from its appearance, but rather from the fact that it is highly sought after by physicists for use in brew medicines. In summer, when the beetles are most numerous, children across the realm will spend nigh every waking hour collecting specimens of vendors to exchange them for a handful of coppers. As children have tiny hands, however, these amounts to fewer than one might expect. We traded for gill, okay. Got some meteorite. Okay, I don't think we've had anything to use the meteorite for yet. So where's the other quest? This one here. We'll go to the other place. Well, the other place will probably be a quest involving the music, maybe, or something stupid like that. No, maybe not, who knows. I was going to say, maybe just introduce us to it.
Don't think I haven't noticed you stealing sips from that pot.
I wasn't there before, I didn't think he was. Anyway. Kenneth, kitchen head. I've never seen him behind the thing anyway.
A new face, and dare I hope, a willing pair of hands. The Fat Chocobo is a demanding mistress, and we are too few to keep her on her feet.
That's Stu.
Might I persuade you to deliver a meal or two to souls in need of sustenance? For your trouble, I can offer you the contents of my strongbox and my enduring gratitude.
I was looking at the woman then. 500 gold, not bad. I don't see why not. Yeah.
I don't see why not.
Give us the money.
Marvelous. And who exactly do I have the honor of addressing?
Clive.
Clive.
Delighted to make your acquaintance, Clive. I'm Kenneth, and mine are the weary shoulders upon which the weight of this fine establishment rests. Now, I have 3 hungry customers awaiting their victuals. Take these if you would, and be careful, they're hot.
Yep. Alright, food for thoughts. Alright, let's get some serving done.
Oh, meal. How long has it been?
You're not having it, so other people. Enjoy your food.
Your food.
Doesn't look too happy, does he?
I was hoping it might be.
Oh, he is now.
Well, doesn't this look fine? Thank you, lad.
His voice does not suit him.
Aren't you? Kenneth's running you ragged already, I expect. The old rascal.
It's like one of my friends, guy I know actually. That doesn't sound like him though.
For my trouble.
And so he should. We're not slaves anymore. Well met, lad.
That voice
A good work.
is not right for that guy at all.
It's nice to see the hideaway finally coming alive. Wasn't so long ago us old hands were ratting about the place like peas in a bucket.
The Geordie accent. The Geordie accent.
Ironblood were quick to sound the retreat once Titan turned up.
Fat lot of good that icon of theirs did them.
When he's not out chasing rumours, Sid's up there in that hole of his.
Dorset accents as well. Northern, like Lancashire accents.
He's got plenty to brood about.
When you look up like that.
Oh, my thanks. I hope you do not think me lazy for waiting to be served like a lord. Only my former master did not use me kindly, you see. You left me half lame, truth be told. But Sid took me in nonetheless. Well, the hideaway is the home I never knew. And a mighty fine one at that.
Okay. Appreciate the food. Lame bear.
I'd been cast out and left for dead when Sid found me. There's not a day goes by I don't count my blessings.
Orchestrion. Alright. Background music playing Hideaway can be changed by accessing the Orchestrion. The track list is expanded using Orchestrion roles acquired from main scenario quest shops or treasure coffers. Alright, we can change it. Alright, I think we'll just put the Hideaway on. More jolly, isn't it? Okay, the bard. Right, let's give the last meal to this guy. Oh no, someone up here. Ooh. That scholar guy. Plays ball. The wizened scholar, whatever he's called.
Well, well. There's so much more to farming than just seeds and soil.
Okay.
Your food.
Just a moment. I need to finish this. I won't be a burden. I'm of no use to anyone as I am, but maybe if I can master this.
Right, but see that you eat it before it gets cold.
Quite tasty the food, even though it is slop as such, but it does look quite good.
Thank you.
That's the last one. I'd better let Kenneth know.
Can't talk to this guy, could talk to the others. Who's this guy? Oh, that's a wizard man.
Yours is not a familiar face. Are you new to the hideaway, perchance?
Yes.
You could say that.
Kenneth Branagh.
Well then.
Not Kenneth Branagh. Well, it does look like Kenneth Branagh, but I meant
I am Hippocrates the
Richard Branson.
Hyperboreus.
Hippocrates the second.
Quite a mouthful, I know. Which is why everyone here has taken to calling me simply Tomes, on account of the company I keep. And what varied company. I'm a collector, you see, not of bijou and baubles, but of stories. The history and culture of these isles have ever been a source of endless fascination to me. But alas, my days of wandering the realm in search of new tales are far behind me. And so I've taken to sharing that which I've gathered with all who might listen. Perhaps you would care to listen.
All right. I'll ask about him first.
When I was very young...
Oh, I keep feeling I'm going to complete the sentence. They don't. When I was very young and lived beyond these shores, my father would read to me every night from the only book we had, A History of Valisphere by Moss the Chronicler. So enchanted was I by this realm of myth and magic that when I was of age, I enlisted as a deckhand on a merchant galley that I might see with my own eyes.
Yet, when I arrived...
What I found was a land of war and suffering, darkened by the blight and the evil in men's hearts. Still, I was determined to follow in the footsteps of Moss and record what I could, and so I did in all manner of places and in all manner of roles, till my aging legs could carry me no longer.
Fortunately...
Sid found me by the roadside, so to speak, and offered me a place here where I might continue... Yes, where I might continue my studies, albeit without the wandering. Yep, he'd 1,000 tomes.
I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before.
The 1,000 tomes is a comprehensive compendium of Valisian lore, covering everything from basic terms to important persons, geography and history. The information is constantly added by Clive, as Clive progresses through the story. Past archive time lore entries can also be viewed here.
I have compiled some new entries.
Interesting.
If you would like to see them.
Like the old style graphics.
What subject shall we consider today?
Oh, goodness me, there's all sorts. Oh, goodness gracious. Alright, do I go for all these? What do we think? Dominance to those within whom sleeps the power of an icon. They look like and feel with the of a man or woman. They can not only cast elemental magics without a crystal, but also transform themselves into beasts of world-shattering strength at any moment, a quality to which they are honoured, worshipped, and feared the realm over. Icon. Magical beings of godlike strength who dwell within the human host known as dominants, only emerging when the dominant primes. History records 8 icons in total, each with a unique elemental affinity. It is commonly held that 2 icons of the same element cannot coexist, but as none have ever witnessed all of these rare creatures together, the conjecture is yet to be proved. Well, we've seen 2 for ourselves, haven't we? Although one did kill the other one. Bearer. A person with the power to cast magics without a crystal. In Vesphere, men and women who awaken as bearers are enslaved. They are marked with a brand upon their cheek and used as tools. A cheaper alternative to the scarce and precious shards, this system of slavery has persisted for centuries, has become so ingrained in Valesian life that few take pity on the bearer's plight, seeing them as less than human. Battle of Nyssa. Right, that's the title we saw. Battle of Nyssa was a short yet bloody clash between the Iron Republic and the Republic of Dalmatia in the year 873. The Dalmatians, hoping to force an end to their long-running conflict with the Iron Blood, had convened a council at Zinitra stronghold and entreated their Wallodian allies to aid them in the cause. However, talks soon broke down and the Dalmatians were left with no choice but to rely once more on the power of an almighty Titan, to whom they already owed a considerable debt. Plus was the stage set for a showdown between Titan and Shiva, Emma's own icon, in which losses on both sides were too many to count. The Deadlands, I think we read that one, Sid Side Away. So these are things by pressing the middle button that we've you did before. That's why those ones are done marked as red. Oh, goodness me, there's loads of people here. Loads of people. All right, Clive. Okay. We've got loads of names. We've earned a slave soldier from the High Emperor of Sanbreek, now in his 13th year of servitude. He was drafted as a frontline infantryman. The magical might granted him by the blessing of the Phoenix quickly saw him promoted to an elite squadron of assassins, where he was assigned by Monica which he is now known. The latest mission, to descend into the Nyssa Defile, where bloody battle rages between the Iron Kingdom and the Republic of Dalmatia. What we did before. And take the head of Shiva's dominant. And it's now Clive Rosfeld, is back to where he was. A bit older though. An Imperial bearer turned deserter after refusing to slay the dominant of Shiva. He instead to turn his blade on his own sergeant. As the force of Crusaders closed around him, His freedom seemed as if it would be short-lived until the time invasion of Sid, a man who shared Clive's desire to see the dominant freed from their clutches. Together they escaped to Sid's secret hideaway. I wonder if he just had the crystal then, he's not an actual dominant Sid. Alright, oh goodness. Oh, sure. Okay. He's just saying he turned into the Phoenix, so I think we'll go with that. Jill Warwick. Okay, so dominance of Shiva and Clive's childhood friend. In the depths of Nissa's defile, the two came to blows at the orders of the armies that enslaved them. Jill fighted to defend the priests of the Iron Kingdom. Clive obeying the Empire's orders to the head of the Shiva's dominant. He's also from a tilt with Titan, a tilt. Jill came close to falling into the assassin's blades, but was spared at the last moment when Clive's memories of the time together came flooding back. Torgal, the wolf pot. Alright. Faithful friend, fully grown. Right. Quite long years apart, so he knows what single days passed. Well, I didn't get that impression when we met them. He just sort of did act normal Torgal, didn't he? Alright. Still faithful friend. At the Battle of Nice, okay, but now so it's different parts. Right, so now he's still a faithful friend. Two separated in the night of tragedy at Phoenix Gate, yet united 13 years later in the depths of Nice Defile. In the ensuing years, Torgal not only grew into a fine hound, but met with Sid, who trained him to work as a hunting dog. Meeting with Clive again, Torgal gladly returns to the service of his former master. Ambrosia. Was that the one that saved us? Right, personal steed. Alright, Clive's personal steed. During the attack of Phoenix Gate, she raced to Clive's rescue, saving him from the sudden death at the cost of an eye. A price she gladly paid. Alright, so she got. Well, we might see it at some point. She's got one eye. Something's missing. Right, here's Sid. Cornered by a battalion of Iron Kingdom Crusaders in the depths of the Nissa Defile, Clive fought his nose nigh until Sid appeared and spirited him away and Jill away. Big idea in the Deadlands. Okay, Benedict Harmon. So she's not got multiple entries, so it doesn't seem like it might be the same person at the start, but I reckon it probably is. Commander of the Kingdom of Wayload's elite intelligencers, who sits by Elige's side at the highest tables of state, most recently in the negotiations with the Dalmex at the Zenitran stronghold. But Barnabas is not the only one with whom she shares a special bond. Benito also has eyes and ambitions for Hugo Kupka. Just this other dominance. Covenant's weakness the dominance of the Icon Titan. Oh, so he's the Titan, okay. Thrust him to the forefront of Dalmekian politics, winning him influence over both the Republic's armies and his policy making. As well as a personal fortune. He has little for his country, taking advantage of his position to benefit himself and himself alone. His love for Benedicta Harmon, however, is absolute, and he would gladly betray his every ally just to be with her. Right. Don't know who this is. Royal Knight Lord Commander. One of Walood's armies, he accompanied his liege to Fort Zenitran in the Republic of Dominica to negotiate the provision of reinforcements from the Royal Order of Knights. Might have been that guy in the cutscene. King of Walood. The aloof and unshakable Barnabas Tarmer, looks like your dad. First of his name, few can meet his steady gaze without flinching. Otto. Chief Steward sits hideaway, manages the day-to-day running of the operation in the friend's stead. Sid often being taken far away by his bearing. What was this? Sid often being taken far away and away by his bearing liberating activities. Okay, getting the freeing of magic users. Even when Sid is at home, he prefers to leave such people to Otto, much to the hard-pressed purser's indignation. There gets one of Sid's trusted allies, gentle giant, who has a warm word for everyone. Platform, blacksmith, sullen, Chinese woes in drink. Hippocrates, historian, nicknamed Tomes. Heard about him before. Goodness me, there's loads of people. The Annabella Rossfeld. Hang on. I mean, she must be that other woman. It was Annabella's treachery that led to the disaster at Phoenix Gate. Okay. So Wade. Okay. He died. Yeah, this guy just died. Just got burnt by the flames. Okay, yep. Tiamat. The guy who died before. First to go to death. Biased. Here's the guy who died as well, I think. Okay, he died as well. One that died later. Rodney Murdoch. Can't know what happened to him. Alright, okay, so Murdoch. Lord Commander of the Russian Army, outranked only by first friend Archduke Elwyn. Murdoch and his shields accompanied Elwyn and Joshua to Phoenix Gate to perform the rite of the ancestral community and to be set upon by the first Imperial First and the second. Shed an icon of fire within those flames. Murdoch was engulfed, so he got killed as well by the Efreet. Alright. So there's all this as well. Lay of the land. There's so much. I don't know if I could go for all this. It's just too much. Alright. Yeah, the bestiary. Like an icon of fire. It doesn't tell you what it is, but it's still clearly a Efreet, isn't it? Was in all the other Final Fantasies. Titan. Shiva. Okay. Warwick. Goblins, Gygus. There's all sorts here. We can't go through all this. I mean, as much as we'd love to. Chocobos, Morbals. Still less as the owls. Omir, Lost Clan. 268 Elif can be loosely translated to my will is now thy burden. Near left our bond shall be. Alright, so they just start those little sending secret urgent messages. Alright, okay. In fact, buses are mainly kept by royals, nobles, and other figures to authority to the purpose of sending secret or urgent messages and are seldom available to conflict. Okay. Alright, I think that's enough.
The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
I don't think we need to know anymore. It's just too much. Motto's there now.
Next time you're in, first round's on the ass. Next time you're in, first round's on the ass.
Why not now? Right, Kenneth, we did it.
Done, I presume?
Yep.
Splendid.
They were bearers. All three of them. Not slaves waiting upon their master's pleasure, but men waiting to be fed like equals.
Yep.
Indeed. Equality is the very cornerstone upon which our little community is founded.
Yep.
Beyond these walls, we are scorned as slaves, speaking only when spoken to, eating only what scraps our masters deign to give us. The first hot meal here is the first many will have known. In the hideaway, we are free, truly free to speak as we please, when we please, and to eat what and when we desire. More than reason enough to trust in Sid's vision, wouldn't you say?
Well, I can appreciate it.
I promised you something for your trouble, did I not? The contents of my strongbox are yours to do with as you will.
Lots of money, 500 gold.
Do come and visit me again.
Just handed out some food. But it's just an excuse to give you money, really, if you know what I mean. Although, I don't think it is, but you could look at it like that. Right, got loads of money, food for thoughts. But we're right as well, yes! This most nondescript lump of rough-hewn stone is no nuisance. Right, so that's good, we got that, so we can make our, hopefully upgrade our weapon. Countless treasure coffers lie across the realm, just waiting to be plundered. If you find one, don't hesitate to open it with, kick it open with X, and reap the bounty. Go on, no one's looking. Badge of metal. What's that? Badge of metal. The strength of a city is defined by a guard that mans its walls. The strength of a city guard is defined by the pride in their hearts and the laurels of their breasts. This provides wary of one of the two. We'll equip that. Right, okay, good. Right. Anything else? Go to the blacksmith, upgrade our weapon. One last thing, let's just check we can't talk to. Okay.
We'll put you to work on the ledgers too.
Do you know what Otto is now? We didn't know who it was before when he was talking about him. Right, let's go to the thing. We'll upgrade our weapon. Yep. Use the forge.
What's that Fordian, dear?
Broadsword +1, yes. It frozen to it.
No scratches, right?
Yes. And we can upgrade it. Look at that. Just going to go for it.
My best work, but it'll do.
Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. Yeah, there we go. Some good weapons.
Anything else?
That was convenient. I'm sure that was purposefully done, but there we are.
I need supplies for my journey to Lost Wing. Otto said you could provide them.
What's that? Does the newcomer think it proper to make demands of a poor old matron before even introducing himself?
It's Clive.
Well, Clive, I hear that dog is yours. Since he followed Sid home one night, I've seen to it that his chin's rubbed and his belly fed. Though I suppose that's your job now. Unless you lose him again.
I won't. Not again. Thank you for watching him.
So, were you going to buy something?
Yeah.
What? You didn't think I'd shower your lordship with my hard-won wares while you swagger about with a pocket full of gil? Life doesn't work that way, lad. Now, let's see some coin.
Is it different colour eyes, or is that just sort of meant to be a reflection? Both consumable items and gear can be purchased at shops around the village. Yes, shop stock changes as the story progresses, so be sure to check frequently. We've got a broadsword. We don't want that. We just upgrade those. I feel like we just upgraded these and now we're replacing them. Oh, what? These are quite expensive, aren't they? Look at that. 400 gold. Well, I'm just going to buy that.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Sell. Infantry blade. If you can, worth keeping these things. Won't sell them yet, but I probably will do soon. All right.
That's all.
Why, you've barely a guilty a name.
Yep. Got these free spots.
This side now.
Yeah.
And after all I've done for you. All right. All right, I can make an exception.
Yep.
But just this once, mind. My stores are getting cluttered and I need to make room for the next shipment.
Please don't say you're going to give us what we just bought.
Thank you.
Thank me? Thank your dog.
Go Torval, well done. Got yellow ears. That's dirty ears or what, I don't know. Sure, it's not meant to be dirty ears, but it looks that way. Alright, okay. Alright, let's get some stuff. Retrieve sacks. Probably stuff we've already got. Ooh. A vision or something. Whoever these people couldn't smell, it's bright. Oh, the art stone or the art stone. The customizable visual battlescape provides Clive with a safe location to test out new abilities and train against more man of enemies. Additional options will become available as Clive progresses through the story. Right, all of virtue. Commence training. Oh, well, I'll just do it, see what happens. Training mode. All of virtue is fully customizable battlescape provides Clive with safe location to test his abilities or manage enemies. Press the thingy bob to get the options. Right. Just like a Street Fighter one, isn't it? That's quite good in a way because you can practice what you've learnt. Alright. Right, well, I don't need this for now. But it might come in handy later. Can I get out of it? How do I get out? How do I exit? Training options. End training. Okay. Alright, well, that's quite useful because when you bought some new things, sometimes it'd be nice to use them. That's very good. Don't know what the other things are. Right, interesting. That's useful. I don't know what the supplies we got were, though.
You all done?
Yes. Interesting, yeah, interesting. 2 potions.
Already, are ya?
I'm sure we didn't need 2 potions.
It's you I'll miss the most, Lady Karen. It always is.
Don't stop you going, does it?
This should be fun.
Right.
You coming, Torval? We are new next thing to learn when how to use the dog in battle. Sure, it was part of the controls. Torval and Dean. If there's a character called Dean, that'd be quite funny, wouldn't it? Alright, right, fast travel. Use the world map to travel to previously unlocked locations. New areas, new locations are unlocked by progressing through the main story, discovering waymarks known as obelisks, like a broomstick that's blue. Or a broom. Well, broomstick. The world map will open automatically when leaving an area, but can also be accessed at any time via the main menu. Got the surprise. Yeah, so there's nothing else to do. Still can't get into the infirmary. Alright, there's the map. Can I zoom out? Whoop. I could just go straight there. How do I zoom out? How do I zoom out? Let me zoom out. I don't think I can. Okay. Alright. Let's just talk to Torval. See what he says. Alright. So our chap is... Cloudy just wandered out here.
There's a good girl. Hungry, are you?
Right, make for the Great Wood. Alright guys, well I think that's a good time to stop this one. So yeah, before we start this next mission, because we have been on this for quite some time. So hope you're enjoying that. Seems pretty good so far. Bit of in-between stuff here. Just get used to the new hideaway. But it's a good one, yeah. Right, I'll see you next time. Bye for now guys. See you later.